About a few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, we are live now.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Chair, you're on.
Okay, welcome everybody to our committee meeting today on December 8th, 2021. Michelle, I'd like to, there's no one in the, actually in the audience, I don't think, other than on Zoom. Introduce the committee members. On the Zoom call today, we have Mr. Joe Greco, Ms. Melinda McGregor, Mr. Art Galazzi, and assisting us from City Hall, Jonathan, I hope I don't make a mistake on your name, Jonathan Kirkle.
Yeah, close enough.
Thank you, sir. And of course, our secretary, Ms. Michelle Kelly. Michelle?
Mr. Chair, I've not been advised of any pecuniary interest and none have been disclosed. Is there any to disclose, members? Seeing none.
Not by me.
I'll record none. Could I have a motion for the minutes of the last hearing?
I will move, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Seconded.
Joe Greco as second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Thank you.
Aye.
I've not had any requests to withdraw or defer, so we'll move right forward on to the first matter on our agenda, which is an application B3721, an application from Bradley Morley, owner of 4057 Third Line West. The subject property has frontages on Third Line West and Town Line. It's approximately 22.3 hectares in size. The subject property is designated rural area in the official plan and is zoned rural area and environmental management. Mr. Morley is seeking the committee's consent to sever and convey two lots, each being approximately 60.96 meters by 137.16 meters. And each one is 0.8 hectares in size. The effect of the application would be the creation of two additional rural residential lots for future development purposes. Notice of public hearing was issued by personal mail, posting on the city website and posting a sign on site. As part of the review, building, planning, engineering, legal, fire, and public works had no objections. Building staff requested that the applicant make arrangements to address outstanding building code matters. The applicant has advised that those arrangements have been made, so there's no necessity for a condition in that regard. Engineering staff advised that it appears that there may be a drainage ditch swale that traverses the proposed lots. As such, a lot grading and drainage plan should be completed by a lot grading professional to ensure that drainage is dealt with appropriately. If a drainage agreement does not exist, written permission from the adjacent property owner must be obtained and submitted to the city with the grading plan. The permission by the adjacent owner must be in perpetuity. I've discussed this with the applicant and he's aware of it and okay with it being a condition attached to any approval. For your considerations, there's no objections to the request. The proposed conveyance satisfies official plan policies and the zoning bylaw. Customary conditions attached to approval of applications of this nature are transfer deed of land, reference plan, PIN abstract, certificate application fee, Algoma Public Health approval, cash in lieu of parkland, discharge or partial discharge of charge or mortgage, lot grading and drainage plan and possible drainage easements, and payment of municipal taxes. And those are my submissions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Michelle. Wayne, I hope I didn't leave you out on the introduction. I might have. Sorry, Mr. Greco. Any comments or questions for Michelle or Jonathan with regards to the application? Seeing and hearing there are none, can I have someone put forward a motion to accept that? Thank you, Wayne, with all the stipulations. Can I have a seconder, please? I can't see.
Joe Greco.
Thank you, Joe. So all in favor, please?
Aye.
Carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next matter on our agenda, and I'll just get to it, This application B 3821, it's an application from 1890685 Ontario Inc., being Ruscio Masonry. The subject property is 357 Patrick Street. It is located on the west side of Patrick Street between Henrietta Avenue and Wallace Terrace. The subject property is designated residential in the official plan and is zoned R3 low density residential. The intent of the application is to sever and convey the existing semi-detached units, each fronting on Patrick Street and being approximately 10 meters by 36.62 meters and having an area of 366.1 square meters each. The intent of the application is to provide autonomous title to each of the semi-detached units. Again, notice of public hearing was issued by personal mail, posting on the city website, and by posting a sign on site. As part of the application review, the proposal was circulated to internal departments and external agencies for their review. Building, planning, legal, fire, and public works had no objections. Engineering staff noted that the property is subject to an existing drainage agreement to protect the swales. That's just an advisement. Considerations, there are no objections to the request. The proposed conveyance satisfies official plan policies and the zoning bylaw. Customary conditions attached to approval of applications of this nature are transfer deed of land, reference plan, PIN abstract, certificate application fee, cash in lieu of parkland, discharge or partial discharge of charge mortgage, payment of municipal taxes. And those are my submissions, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Michelle. Any questions, concerns, comments from committee members?
I will move approval, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Gladzy. Can I have a seconder, please, for the motion on the floor? for
I'll
acceptance?
second.
Thank you, Melinda, with the stipulations. Thank you. All in favor, please?
Aye.
Carried.
Thank you. That ends the applications on our agenda today. You'll notice that I've attached to your package a tentative hearing schedule for 2022. I just ask that you review it. If you see any big problems with any of those dates, let me know by the end of the year, and we'll move forward. And that's about it, other than to wish everybody a safe and blessed holiday season. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you
Michelle.
very much, Michelle.
Merry
I'd like to
Christmas,
wish everybody a very Merry Christmas filled with health and happiness in the new year. And please take care of yourself.